Face, I decline your offer. The reason why I decline is I ain't finna help you make no money. Cause I know you owe that club by 23 million, and then you owe Soldier Boy baby mama by like 100K. But look here, Blueface, I ain't finna do that proposition for you. But I got another proposition for you. How about you turn around, I turn around, spread them cheeks open, and let's see who got the best clappers. Let's do that. Fuck nigga, cause I ain't even playing around with you like that, boy. I don't even play like that, bitch. You niggas think I'm playing, nigga. I'm just saying. Nigga. And then I got another proposition for you. How about you get your son, get my son, and let's see who can really stand up. Let's see who really Charles Barkley in this nigga. Bitch ass fuck nigga. And you know my shit good, nigga.
What is going on, entertainers? So I'm coming to y'all with another video. Before I get started, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what y'all think about this video, y'all. That was Charles Barkley. That was NLE Choppa, and what he really wanted to say, girl. Y'all didn't know? Anyways, y'all. So first thing I wanted to get into, this is a Hollywood Hot Topics. NLE Choppa finally responded back to Blueface's request for a fade. I guess he sees Chrisean getting in the ring. He wants to follow suit. As much as y'all let us say Chrisean be following his suit, he be doing some of the same thing towards her too as well. Because why all of a sudden you want to get in the boxing ring? Anyways, he did respond in a very disrespectful manner. Although my intro is what he really wanted to say.
Offer with a way better proposition for you. You feel me? Because we know you owe $23 million to that club, for one. You owe another $100,000 to Soldier Boy, baby mama. So your goal is to get me to fight you to help pay off your debt. Okay, cool. I understand that, right? So that's my reason to not fight you. Because I ain't finna help you pay your debt, but I got a better proposition for you, nigga. How about this? Take your son and stand him beside my son, and let's see which one of them motherfuckers know how to operate. Let's see. Hey, hold your son beside my son. Let's see which one of them can hold their head up. Fuck, nigga. How about that? Yeah, nigga. Put your son beside my son. Let's see them bark, nigga. Let's see them slap barks, nigga. Put your son beside my son. Let's see who can hold their fingers up to their mother. No, nigga. Yeah, Charles Barkley. Put your hand up, nigga.
Okay, so of course this is very disrespectful. I will say, Blueface to me, like he thinks everything is a joke. You can't be poking at people and think people may not respond back disrespectfully. Was it right for him to say that? No, it isn't. Okay, because Junior has nothing to do with what happened between them two. Their fallout, Junior wasn't even born when y'all really fell out, if we want to be honest. Okay. Chrisean wasn't even, she was in a picture, but like, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't like they were like a couple years back where everybody was talking about them too. Okay. I just felt like he shouldn't have took it that far. But you cannot dictate how far somebody takes it when you keep playing with them. Blueface to me, he has now become a new clout chaser. Okay. Just like y'all call Miss Rock a clout chaser, he's a clout chaser as well. And also, too, let's talk about Junior. You are neglecting Junior just as much as Chrisean because you're not doing anything legal to be able to obtain custody of him. You're not doing anything legal in order to get him assistance in regards to his medical care. You're just leaving it as it is because you're heavy in debt and you could care less about that child and you letting Chrisean be a single mama. So at the end of the day, if Blueface really wanted to, he could have did something to rectify and get custody of that child. Even though his name's not on the birth certificate, I know Blueface has resources and he would be able to find a way to be able to get some parental rights and to be able to fixate that situation. Because really, of course, Junior, in my opinion, I do agree with the internet, does need to be taken away from Chrisean because he does need better medical care. So this is what happens when neglect is in the picture. People could use it against you. Had this neglect not been in the picture, nobody would be able to use it against you. So this is really Blueface's fault if we're going to be honest. And of course, Chrisean, because she birthed it and she's the reason why the baby ended up like that. But once again, if he was also assisting and doing something, Choppa wouldn't be able to say nothing about that child. I'm just saying, because then he'll be doing something about it. Because his whole point in this video is basically saying, you ain't did nothing about it. Worry about your child. Start worrying about me on the internet.
Take a step, Charles. Yeah. What's up with your son, nigga? Pussy, nigga, handle me in the streets, nigga. Y'all keep playing with me. I ain't playing. You think this shit funny games and entertainment? I'm dead serious, nigga. Put your son beside my son, nigga. Put little Charles Barkley beside Chosen, an icon. Yeah, nigga.
Okay, now he did end up apologizing after Blueface responded in a joking manner.
He came up with a good excuse to decline, but now I'm going against your excuse now, nigga. We can fight at your mama house. You want the kids to fight? My son will whoop your son ass. Dead homies, nigga, for real. So he wants kids to fight instead of grown men. So can you whoop his son ass for me?
Yes.
I give you 1,000 Robux. Let me see how you beat ass. Let me see. Let's see how you gonna punch him. Oh, Leo.
No, hit him in the nuts.
I know you thought you came up with a good excuse.
I'm gonna decline your offer.
I know you lying. Now, by the way, Javon is the best thing that Blueface could have ever happened to Blueface, if we're gonna be honest. Okay, that son is actually the best thing about Blueface. Okay, nothing else about Blueface. He did respond back and he said, "Me and Blue handling that for sure. Last time we had words, he apologized for bringing my mom and stuff. I owe you the same respect. I apologize for what I said about your son. From the heart. I texted this message in private, but wanted to do the same publicly." So it looks like we are getting a boxing match. Who do y'all think gonna take this W? Now I do think Blueface gonna take the W. No shade. You might play fight in your music videos, NLE Choppa, but that Blueface just did about a good bid in the pen. So the nigga been boxing. He been training. He even got a little bigger. So I do think it's gonna be a lot more packs behind him punches. And he's in heavy debt and a little bit depressed, if we're gonna be honest. So that punch is gonna pack a mean one. So I think NLE is going to be in trouble, if we're going to be completely honest. Okay? It really gives sexual tension also, but that's for the intro and another story. Just saying, because what's all this vitriol I got for each other? Like, geez, Josh. Okay. Now on to Chrisean Rock, y'all. She reacted to her opponent, last name Zion. And this is what she had to say.
Who that? She's a former wrestler. I mean, she's a wrestler and whatnot. What's her name?
Her name is Zenith Zion.
Zion. Oh, that shit. We don't want you to do your homework.
I know,
You're providing that. That's it. We ain't
to
trying to. You do that on your time.
On your announcement.
Yes.
And get back to
So,
training. But
what's running through your mind right now?
So, how long is the fight? Who that?
She's a.
That Chrisean said, "How long is the fight?" I need to be aware. I ain't even mad at it, Chrisean, because that I'm telling y'all, that girl is going to tear Chrisean Rock up. By the way, y'all know Miss Egypt, right? Not from the cabaret. Egypt, Tretch Egypt. You know how she wanted to fight. She wanted to scabelet a, scabelet a, scabelet a, scabelet a. She went to squabble Chrisean. Well, guess what? She feels like Chrisean, her and her BD feel like Chrisean sort of duped her in the boxing match, and she felt like she should have been the one to get chosen. She was very upset about this. Her and the fiance, well, husband.
Who has 3K followers and fake fights for a living, WWE style in people's garage, not even top pro wrestling, you name it, right? Somebody who's going to get in here and act like they're getting it. I bet you that this girl goes down the third round. I'll bet you it's a big, powerful looking punch the minute that Chrisean looks tired and her mouth is open. All
You're
of a sudden,
saying the
this
opponent,
juice,
right?
I bet. You guys go pick a girl who has 3K followers and fake fights for a living. WWE style in people's garage, not even top pro.
Now, I done seen a video of this girl, Miss Zion. She picked up a nigga and literally body slammed him, and it was a big nigga. I don't know about all that. I don't know about no fake fighting, because from the look at her pecs and the look at her abs, I don't see nothing fake about that. I see a whole lot of squabble in them shoulders. So I don't know. I think Egypt and friend husband is very bitter about not getting chosen and really wanted the coin and the notoriety for whooping Krishan's ass. I do think Krishan will get whooped either way. I'm not gonna lie. I think this Zion girl is gonna take her through there. Okay. Now, next I want to get into something that even shouldn't even be news. Keiarna Stewart's public records of her bankruptcy recently surfaced the internet. And why is this even being talked about? She filed bankruptcy before she got on the show. I know Housewives is based on people having affluent lifestyles, but I'm a big fan of if you were going through something, please do it the legal way to make sure it gets rectified. So to me, if she had to file bankruptcy, why is that even news? At least she didn't do like, sorry, Miss Osefo, and go down the Osefo route and start doing fraud. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I appreciate somebody who's at least honest about their situation and not trying to live above their means. So she at least tried to rectify her financial situation before entering the housewife's stratosphere. So why is this news? It must have been a slow news day. It didn't make any sense when I first seen it on a blog, but then Neighborhood Talk posted it. I'm like, why y'all even posting this? Like, this was in 2023. We're in 2026. That was 3 years ago. That's so dated. It's not even funny. Now, if she filed it while she was on Housewives, popping that hot stuff, then we could kind of shade her, be like, hey, you can't be running your mouth that you just filed bankruptcy, right? But this was before she joined. Now, what was interesting is in the document, you guys, allegedly, gotta hit it with allegedly, she was listed as Greg's assistant. Now, if y'all notice at the reunion, Jazzy says, you stole Greg from his wife. So if she was his assistant, that's giving they were working together. And allegedly, Miss Kierna, in the words of Wendy Williams, was dipping it and doing it at the front desk. And had a little Lewinsky. Nice shade. That's what it gives. That's what it gives. Okay. So I would love for her to explain that portion of it. I'm more interested in that than the damn money of it all. Like, who gives a crap? She was smart for doing that chapter 7. I'm just saying. I mean, look at Tasha Gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Now, Nicki finally sat down. They released the interview that she did with Katie Miller. She talked about immigration policy. She talked about trans youth, trans adults, and she gave her perspectives on what she thinks. Okay.
They've spent a lot of time there that makes you think Gavin Newsom is Gavin Newsom. Is it the mass amount of illegal immigration and tax dollars being spent for legal and healthcare? Is it the failure to rebuild homes in the Palisades? Is it just pro-trans ideology and pushing that on kids in schools? What stands out the most to you?
And I'm glad you asked that because I want to make it clear. I personally don't have an issue with the trans part of the LGBT at all. I am the biggest advocate for adults being able to do whatever the heck they want to do. They're adults. I don't care. I only mentioned something because when it comes to children, I wouldn't even allow my 17-year-old daughter to get breast implants. Neither, like, and most 99% of the parents would not let their 17-year-old child get breast implants. So if you wouldn't let a child get breast implants, you're not going to want them to have any kind of surgery because we all know the brain is not developed. And we've heard about 19 times more likely to commit suicide. What more do you need to know? That a child is 19 times more likely to commit suicide if they have a surgery before they're an adult? So
she then went on and said that she has no problem with trans adults. She just has problem with trans children. I do agree with her in this whole perspective that she has, because I do feel like a child's brain is very sensitive and they should not be able to make decisions on their own in regards to like changing themselves surgery wise, especially because it takes a huge toll on your body. A lot of people do not really realize the amount of toll that it takes on your body, and not even that, your mental health as well, when you're literally transitioning so young. We've seen a lot of young people transition and then detransition so young as well. So I do feel like I agree with her in that perspective for sure. When she says that she does not have anything against trans adults, I don't know if I think that's true. I don't know. I don't think Nicki. I've always said this. I've never thought Nicki to be a ally. She's never to me been on the stomping grounds when things got gritty for the gay community. It's just no shade. So when I'll be seeing y'all barbs, all in these pink wigs, these outfits, going to these concerts, spending all this money, and y'all gay as ever, it just never gave an ally. It gave, thank y'all for supporting me, giving me money. It never gave, I'm behind y'all. I support y'all. It doesn't give that to me. It never has. Okay. And I don't think it still does. Okay. That's what some of y'all need to realize. Get out of that fandom. And you know what's blowing me? I've been seeing on the internet. It's some of the gay barbs turning MAGA. Girl, bye. If you real MAGA, you do know that you're supposed to follow biblical context. And you're not supposed to idolize a bitch. And you're idolizing her. So you're already out of the loop, boo. Okay? You're not supposed to idolize a celebrity or human. Hello? So for you MAGA barbs, please sit down. It's like that's the sense of delusion. Please. Okay? But once again, I do agree with her perspective when it does come to that point when it comes to like surgery and stuff so young. Okay. Now, also she spoke about immigration policies as well,
To illegal.
which I don't think she should have a point in because you're an immigrant. Still currently, boo. Why the hell it took you that long to get citizenship, babe? No shade. I know some regular folks that got it, and they don't have millions. Before Trump came into office, one of them, including me, which is years ago though, not recent. But I'm talking about like other people that I know that got it as of recent, before Trump took over. Just saying.
Legal immigration and deportations.
Well, if I had a business or a home or anything, and someone was there one day when I walked downstairs to cook breakfast or something, I would have them kicked out of my home because I didn't invite them. And this is my private home. So the president has to treat the United States as if it's his private home. People all around the world have to respect the policies of the country and the administration. Therefore, to my immigrants, who I love very much, I love my immigrants, I'm an immigrant. But how can you tell a president not to enforce a law that simply says you have to be legal to get in the country? Now, what people don't understand is there are spies. There are things that we don't know about, but that the administration and that security knows about. People who have to secure the country. So a person coming in illegally to the country, they could be there to do anything. You do not know. They have to be vetted. There's nothing wrong with that. It would be so stupid of any country to have an open door policy where people are not vetted. You don't imagine having somebody that you do not know in your home and you don't know anything about them. We do background checks for everything. You don't think there needs to be a background check to get in the country?
And once again, I do agree, but I feel like Trump is not even with the background check involved. He doesn't want them here at all. And that's the problem. Okay? He doesn't want them here at all. And I also think another problem is the people that were already here that do not have a background that's criminal, that work legally, that haven't done any, that doesn't have a criminal past whatsoever, being taken away. That's the problem I have. Because now those people I don't think they shouldn't be heavily vetted because they've been living here so long before he came in office and have not done anything criminal, what would make them do anything criminal after he has come into office? Y'all get what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's the whole problem with ICE, is that they're taking people out of the country that have been working here legally, that have been working, not legally, but that have been working here and have not done anything criminal whatsoever. I'm talking about clean cut record. And then you have people that are actually Americans that are unaliving people, touching people. Nikki, I think you know something about that. Yeah, touching people, kids, touching kids, and they're Americans, but they're allowed to stay. No, they should be leaving, in my opinion. Why do we give people that touch children so much grace? Let's talk about that. I feel like that's something that doesn't get talked about enough. Why is it that a man could touch a child and they get a slap on the wrist and put on a list, but then somebody gets caught with a little bit of ganja and they get 20 plus? That doesn't equate to me. Because you could put the ganja down. I don't think mentally over time you could just stop touching kids. Because once you do it once, it's a repeated behavior, if we're gonna be honest. But you know, that's a whole nother subject for another day. Now, Big Marco, you guys, speaking of controversies, he is not here for Nick, he is not here for Beyonce. He says he's suspected Beyonce looking at her with the side eye, baby.
I love Beyonce. We all like Beyonce. We all like her music. But we also got to watch her too. Because they are already pointing the fingers at Jay-Z. Now they finna try to point it to Beyonce next. Because they think she got something to do with it too. So with that being said, a lot of y'all pay attention for real. A lot of y'all might not believe it, but a lot of y'all is gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, y'all gonna be shocked. This ain't no play. This something that's serious. A lot of artists and a lot of basketball players and all this, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's the football players. A lot of y'all that love.
Why not the football players, Big Marco? Big Marco just be saying stuff. Why not the football players, Big Marco? Okay. Now, Loni Love said something I agree with. Like, she tweeted about Sherri Shepherd's cancellation. Y'all, and apparently, y'all, you know what's so sad about all this? Sherri Shepherd got COVID, y'all. She's sick. So she's getting this news as she's in the bed. This is crazy. That is so depressing. Oh my God. I really felt bad for her when I found out that. I'm like, dang, she's not even in good health. And she's finding out that she's losing a source of income. Like, I don't like stuff like that. She's tweeted, Sherri should have been given the courtesy of announcing her show's end instead of an article announcing it, just like Kelly got to announce her show's end. It's not like The Real, which was a panel show, but this was a solo hosted show, or the production company could have at least made a joint announcement as a producer and host. Seeing cancel stamped all over your picture is depressing, especially when the show is having good ratings. Only onward and upward from this at Sherri Shepherd. Okay. I agree with this. If Kelly's given a grace to do that, Sherri should too. Now, it's not, the problem is when it comes to that, it's not under the same production company. That's the issue. So Kelly Clarkson's show is produced by Universal Television and distributed by NBC Universal, and Sherri Shepherd's show is distributed by Denmark Mercury, which of course produced Wendy Williams. So it's two different. And y'all saw how they did Wendy. Y'all saw how they did Wendy. They didn't even give a crap to, like, man, that lady was out damn near 1 foot in the grave, and they said, "Oh, we're moving on. We're still gonna have other hosts host her show while she's, you know, getting her together. We don't care." So I'm not surprised that they did her like that. It wasn't right though. I will say that it's not right at all. The way that they did her, I think, was kind of foul. Just due to, once again, the ratings were not that bad, y'all. They were not bad. They were not Wendy ratings, but they were not bad ratings. Now I did see her replacement, y'all, and it's like a journalist. They're giving a journalist her slot. So what it's looking like, they're trying to take these celebrities off of air and they're putting journalists back on air in their rightful place. So I find that very interesting. Okay. Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think down below about Destroy Hollywood on top of this video. And we're all babies.